have a seat. Thank you so much for being in the audience today. Thank you so much for joining wherever you are. Full disclosure, this is a show today that has kept me up a lot. It really has. We are having a powerful conversation, and one that I hope by the end of this hour you will be inspired to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you taking on too much? How close are you to burnout? In a broadcast exclusive, award-winning journalist and friend of mine, Alicia Quarles is here for the first TV interview since she made headlines last year when she live streamed what she describes as a mental health breakdown. More than 100,000 followers of hers on Instagram saw this. I saw it. People shared it. She is respected among colleagues and beloved by fans. She's a GMA3 contributor. And in the midst of all of that, she was worried about her reputation and if she would be able to recover from what many saw online. But now, after a year of self-reflection, self-care, and love from real friends, Alicia is stronger than ever, and she's ready to sit down and talk with us, the Tam fam, about this night that people around the world saw, a night that changed her life forever. Take a look. For more than a decade, Emmy-winning reporter Alicia Quarles has been a fixture on the red carpet, landing interviews with some of Hollywood's biggest names. But behind the glitz and glamour, last year Alicia began privately struggling with her mental health, in part, she says, due to workplace burnout, a syndrome that the World Health Organization has linked to chronic stress. On August 26, 2022, Alicia says she reached a breaking point when during a routine physical, she was blindsided with the unexpected news she was pregnant. Alicia descended in what she described as a spiral, and that night, after she began sharing alarming posts on social media, the police were called for a wellness check. Alicia, appearing frightened and erratic, began live streaming the encounter, which ended with Alicia in handcuffs for allegedly assaulting a police officer. The incident made tabloid news, and Alicia says that despite not being charged, she feared her career was over. But a year later, after committing to therapy and self-care, Alicia returned to work.
Thank you so much for being here.
Back in the house.
Back in the house.
And in February, she added mother to her resume, welcoming her beautiful twins, Harlow and Hudson, into the world. Now Alicia is on a mission to share her mental health journey as a message to the world to know your limits and not burn out. Please welcome Emmy-winning reporter Alicia Quarles to the Tam fam. Where are my babies? You didn't bring them with you?
Your babies are with their daddy. Mama's on set today.
Mama's on set today. Oh, first of all, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Tamron.
I'm so proud that you are telling your story in your words. How are you feeling? Because these are tears of joy.
Thank you.
These are tears of joy.
I want to start by thanking you. You know, I said I was going to address this once, which I did with somebody I trusted at People magazine, Janine Rubenstein. I wasn't going to do a broadcast interview, but it's you. I feel safe and I feel good. I'm wonderful. What a difference a year makes. It was almost a year to the day. Yeah. I'm wonderful.
I know that the video of that day, the live stream, is available.
Yes.
But we decided together with your input and with your psychotherapist that showing that video that I'm sure many people are curious about was not the right thing, not good for your health.
I appreciate you and your team for doing that because obviously we're journalists, so I get it, right? How do you tell that story without showing that video? But I talked to my therapist and myself, I'm not in that place anymore. I want to talk about how you can overcome what you've been through.
It was summer 2022, and you were, as we like to say, booked and busy. People love to say how busy they are. We all do it. Oh, I got to go here, I got to go there. You were truly booked and busy. You told, I think it was People magazine, you were going nonstop.
I really was. In our industry, I think a lot of industries, it's feast or famine. So at the time I was working for 3 different on-air places. So my schedule had changed that summer. I started getting up at 4 a.m., was on air at one outlet at 7 a.m., would leave that outlet, go to another outlet, film there, go to my other job, film there. And I've been in New York for 20 years, so I had philanthropic causes. I mean, there was always something. There were interviews, there were red carpets, there were charities, and then nonstop working. So I wasn't going to bed till like midnight, and I was waking up at 4 a.m., and this was just over and over and over.
So you were living on 4 hours of sleep?
I was. I thought I was doing what you're supposed to do, is hustle hard.
Hustle hard. Before the public breakdown, you described having a severe panic attack.
Yes.
A week before the incident, you called friends, you called some family. The idea, though, was that just a panic attack, you're okay, you'll be fine.
Yes, I remember I had left work and I was walking home, and it was like just an extreme panic attack, almost paranoia. And I thought, I'm like, what is wrong with me? So that summer, I had been acting not myself, and so I just kept thinking, I'm not feeling like myself. But in that moment, I went into an urgent care. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, I'm showing my press IDs. I was like, I need to use the phone, I need to call somebody. My phone wasn't working at that point. I'm charging my phone in there. They let me go to a room. I'm charging my phone in there, and they gave me a number to a police station. I call them, I find out where it is. I get a little juice. The urgent care is saying, we can't do anything for you. Nothing's wrong with you. So I call the police. Then I find out where the police station is. I've got a little juice now. I walk to the police station. I'm showing my press badges. I'm saying, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm feeling paranoid. I'm not feeling good. I don't know what to do. Go to the doctor. I go, I just went to the doctor. We can't do anything for you. You need to leave. So I was standing in front of the police station, and I was like, I need help. He goes, you need to leave. So then at that point, I started walking, and I had some juice on my phone. I started calling my parents, like colleagues, friends that I trusted, and nobody believed me. I had one colleague and friend who were like, where are you? We're going to send a car. We're going to come find you. But then I had calmed down, and I went home.
Going back to, though, but I want to pause you because I think from everything I understand, though, they didn't know or didn't have the tools to understand, and you'd always been so strong.
Always.
So people, you're making these calls, but no one really knows what's going on.
Always. This was completely out of my character. I've never made a call to any of my friends, any of my family, any of my colleagues saying, I don't know what's wrong with me, I need help. I've never done that. So they just were like, Alicia, just calm down, go home, you're fine.
2 family members flew in from North Carolina.
Yes, so I went home, I did go home, but I kept calling people, I needed help. Eventually, someone called 911, ambulances came. I ended up in the ER for the weekend. They ran every test. There was no drugs in my system, no alcohol in my system, nothing. I got released, and my father and my brother-in-law, who I'm very close to, they came up to be with me. Yeah, there's my dad.
So you had this episode. They come up and they check on you.
Yeah.
You seem fine. You go home.
I go back to work.
Everything snaps back.
Yeah, I go back to one job had ended. I go back to my other jobs, and I felt like not quite myself, but it wasn't to near that it was that first breakdown.